we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We don't want to be the stepchildren anymore.
I am MAGA and a Christian.
Somebody to tell me they're lying right now because of what the f you mean that I'm not gonna get my SNAP benefits. What the f do you mean?
We are possibly going to lose our farm if NRCS doesn't hold up their contract with us on the EQIP program. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward.
Do you see this video circulating of a farmer crying because his place got raided and now he doesn't have enough workers? Well, it turns out that this is all from a satire account.
Well, all of us farmers have officially fucked around and we have officially found the fuck out now, guys. I am on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm on the verge of fucking tears. Overnight, all of my fucking help fled. My help, out of fear for their safety, their lives, they fucking fled. And now I am left out here standing in my unharvested carrot field. It is January and I'm in Kansas, and this is when carrot harvest goes in fucking Kansas. This field should be full of workers, but all my fucking workers left. And who the fuck do you think is to blame for that? Every single one of them left. Now I have to by myself try to fill that truck with a load of fucking carrots in one day, and I can't do that, guys. I have to get these fucking carrots to market by next week or my contract is fucking terminated. This is $936,000 worth of carrots right here, and I can't fucking pick them by myself. If they're unharvested, I will get kicked out of that contract and I will get sued by the fucking Planters Loves Carrots company. Fuck, we are so fucking cooked.
Almost sounded convincing, huh? That video was posted by a Mr. Farmer Fran, which is some kind of satire farmer life where he makes up scenarios and stories. Even he said it in the comments that this is a fake video, which is why it's very upsetting that he made another follow-up video where he seems like he's crying, talking about 13 workers being hurt, that there was 60 to 70 jackrabbits jumping all over the workers, almost crying in this video. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a stand-up comedian. So I know a thing or two about jokes and satire. And this is beyond that. This is using people's real trauma, what's really happening to immigrants, to make a few dollars. I wasn't aware that accounts like this existed, but you need to be on the lookout for them. One, to make sure that they don't spread mis and disinformation at a time when there's already a lot of confusion out there on what the Trump administration is actually doing. And two, so you don't help these people get rich off people's actual pain and suffering. So share this so people know that if they see this guy's face, just to keep swiping. All he's doing is using the real pain that people are going through to try and make a few bucks.
I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. My name is Louise, and me and my family own a wheat farm in Kansas. We are all certainly lifelong Republicans, and we were so happy to vote for Trump in all three of his elections. However, we were certainly not aware that he was going to put a funding freeze on all USAID. 100% of our wheat produce is bought by USAID and shipped out of the country. So our farm is completely bankrupt. We have no customer. We had this whole deal with the US government, and now that is just gone in a second. And we are completely decimated. USAID buys about $2 billion worth of American farmers' goods annually, and every single one of those farms is in the same boat as us now. It's a sinking boat. He didn't consider us at all when he made these decisions, and it would be impossible for any world leader to do something that could negatively affect us more than what Trump has done to us.
It's just been harder and harder and harder to find those people to work.
Bethany Gotts owns Quay's Farm in Mountain Home, but now with fewer workers, a lot of the manual labor is left up to her. She tells me she's tried hiring locally, but it's been difficult to find people willing to do the hard work.
Finding a legal American here that is going to work as hard as an immigrant is nearly impossible.
She even posted job openings on Facebook.
I had 7 people contact me about it, and when I sent them the description, I had no people respond.
She says hiring undocumented workers is not an option, with serious risks for both sides.
One, you're going to get fined. You have unfortunately, an employee living in fear. They could get picked up at any moment, and then you're without an employee.
To keep her farm running, Gotts is hiring high schoolers and is now looking into the federal H-2A visa program.
I have endeavored to spend $200,000 to build a small small worker housing so that I can get H2 workers next year.
GOTS hopes for long-term solutions that support both farmers and workers.
The misnomer that farmers exploit immigrants is just so sad to me because, like I said, my friends and neighbors, we love our workers. They're our family. And they want to work, and they will work hard. And there needs to be a path for these people in our country because our government has failed them. And it is failing, I feel, the farmers.
Because they voted for their own staffs to be deported.
These farm owner dudes, they're saying, well, we thought the blacks would come back and do the jobs because they don't have jobs. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but black people have jobs, and you thought you were getting your slaves back is basically what you were saying. Like, that's what you thought.
Texas is continuing the F around and find out stage. Guess what just hit 0 before Donald Trump's approval rating? Right there.
Yeah, I want to jump on the bandwagon of saying that I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does. My husband and I own a farm in Ohio that was funded through the Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden signed into law. And now the executive orders from Trump are rolling back all of that funding for us. So now we can no longer afford our farm. And when all that happened, it was like a lightning bolt hit my brain. And I realized that I shouldn't just be voting for myself, that Trump's policies and EOs are hurting millions of people. But it took it affecting me personally to understand what I had done was wrong. And I think it's really important for anyone to come out who voted for him and is now negatively impacted by the executive orders, or maybe you have friends or family, especially in minority communities, who are being very heavily impacted by what's going on right now. So yeah, I think it's time for us to stop being so selfish maybe and to vote for what's best for the country instead of just in our tiny little bubble, because we're all in the same boat now and we're all equally screwed by our new president.
Regarding all these farmers that are now crying about possibly losing their farms because they voted for Trump, this is why you absolutely should not feel bad for any of these farmers that voted for Trump. Now, the ones that didn't vote, yes, feel sorry for them, go support them, do whatever you need to do. But the ones that voted for Trump, do not feel sorry for them, and let me tell you why. I am a builder, and I've been building shit in Oklahoma City going on like 20 years now, and farmers are not stupid. If you have the ability to manage a farm and understand the weather, the climate, your machinery, the chemistry that goes into your crops, you are not a stupid person. You're just not. And especially when you come from generational farming, you have the ability to look ahead and predict what you need to survive. And so when you have two candidates where you have Kamala Harris on one side giving you a whole fucking list of shit that she's going to do for you and make your life better, and then you have Trump on the other side who can't even come out with a normal sounding sentence, and you still vote for that guy and you are a farmer, you are either racist or sexist or both. And they're only crying now because now they are being treated exactly how they voted for other people to be treated. Got that? They are being treated how they voted for other minorities, people of color, everybody else, poor people, sick people. That's how they voted for other people to be treated. And now they're the ones being treated that way by losing their livelihood, their homes, their income, their farms. So do not feel sorry for them. This is exactly what they had coming. Quick follow-up as to why exactly would Trump be doing this to farmers anyways, and I'm guessing 99% chance it's because he wants to bankrupt farms so his corporate buddies can come in and do a land grab. Basically what you have been seeing the last few years, major companies buying up a bunch of rental houses and jacking up the price of rents, and it's all going to corporations. It's probably something similar to let these farms go to foreclosure and his corporate buddies be able to come in, swoop them up, and now you've got bigger companies involved in more of our day-to-day food.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. So I told my husband, and he says to me, as I'm crying, and he says to me, Well, maybe you'll lose some weight now. God, why did I vote for him? I didn't know this was gonna happen. I can't go get a job. Is there anybody out there that can help me, please?
Well, what do we have here? Not the brunette sister of the Princess Bride albino crying about food stamps. I'm even gonna skip past your husband's toxic energy. Talk about the fact you can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did manage to go through this creator's account, and boy, honey, you are on TikTok a lot. There are so many reposts. You know what you could do with all that time if you stop being on TikTok? You'd probably get a job. What's crazy about this algorithm is that sometimes you end up on the wrong side of TikTok, and you weren't on our side of TikTok where we were telling you Donald Trump does not care about poor people. Asking for help is wild. You have over 100,000 followers somehow on this account, so you're monetizing this content. You know what you're doing. This is giving, well, this is actually giving exactly the people that Donald Trump wants to cut off, the people who want handouts. Meanwhile, there's immigrants and people that are working hard to contribute to this country, but no, you just want to be able to stay at home. You know what? I send you my concepts of thoughts and prayers, and I guess also concepts of food stamps.
So MAGA farmers have always been kind of complaining ever since Donald Trump took the power. Remember, they were in the front line in campaigning for Donald Trump. They really supported, they voted for him. They were cheering Donald Trump's name all over the places. They were kind of really happy when he won the election. The funny thing that they didn't know is that the same regime they are voting in to the government, it will hand them at some point. And right now, they are really kind of regretting, because Donald Trump initially, from last year, you see, he decided to send away so many farmers who are not, who are illegal immigrants in United States of America, and they were deported, and the farms became without workers. The produce in the farm just went out wastage. You can imagine how painful the farmers feel even right this particular minute. I decided to make this video, guys, so that you guys can see what really transpired. This video is from last year, and some of the farmers still up to date, they are really crying out, and they are really gone a lot of losses in these farming activities in their own lands. It has been something that they have been really regretting and really feeling pain about this particular thing, because if Donald Trump could not have sent away the farmers, then it means they could have continued making a good profit, because they could be working, they will be working in their farms, and the farms could be making huge profits, as it has always been. But remember, Donald Trump sent them away, and they started regretting. Not only the farmers, we have so many people who really thought that everything gonna be well, and in this particular point, we want to see how things will happen later on, and we pray and we believe that solution will be made to these particular farmers, so that they can they can improve on their products, on their farming activities, because it's so painful to see how losses they are incurring in this particular event. Guys, remember, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes and creating awareness, so that you guys can know what's happening around the world. Remember, these videos that you're seeing belongs to the original creators, who deserves credits from this video that you're seeing. So I'll be playing the videos, and I'll be back with more commentaries shortly. Stay tuned, watch until the end, and also give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below.
And we voted for it.
I'm in trouble, bad trouble.
Smith's 200 acres need 20 pickers, mostly Mexican nationals.
There is not enough documented people here to supply that workforce.
Most of your workers are here illegally.
That's sure. If they got documentation, they got a better job working for me.
Fernando Aldeman, a Mexican national, has worked Smith's farm since 1992.
Everybody's just scared.
Yeah.
Now, are you here legally? No.
No.
So, are you scared?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared, you know.
Smith's pickers make about $100 a day. He supports immigration laws, just not this one that threatens his third-generation family farm.
You want to get rid of illegal immigrants, quit eating. And that's for everybody. That's, nationwide. If you want to get rid of them, quit eating.
I got to farm with my dad every day. It's a way of life. It's a wonderful way of life. And it's at risk. And it shouldn't be.
The impact of Trump's tariffs is being felt in the heartland.
Soybean farmers here are now suffering economically like they haven't in decades.
Right now we are harvesting soybeans in Marengo, Illinois. My family has been farming since 1846. I'm the 5th generation. We're a grain operation. We grow corn, soybeans. I am a product of the pioneers. It's history. You don't let that go. One of the best memories that I had was just my dad teaching me how to drive a tractor. I got to farm with my dad every day. It was pretty cool. How many people could do that? It's a way of life. It's a wonderful way of life. And it's at risk. And it shouldn't be. It's total bullshit. Human lives are at stake. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
I'm very proud of him. He's done a great job. He's kind. He's very caring. He cares about other people. I didn't really want him to be a farmer. When my husband got sick, he asked if he could take over the farm.
So I want to talk about this article really quick because it's all starting to make so much sense right now. This author and journalist was having lunch with friends. There was a white guy and he's married to a black lady, and they were talking politics. And he says that farmers weren't worried about Trump deporting migrants because, wait for it, they thought because unemployment was so high for black people that these black people would run back to the fields and do the jobs that the migrants were doing when they got deported. So she asked, where'd you get that information from? White farmer TikTok or MAGA Facebook memes? Where'd you get this information from? And her and the wife basically started giving him information, letting him know unemployment is only 6.8% for African Americans, and 93% of black people are currently working. Got so caught up in what they were hearing at Fox News and other places, thinking black jobs, immigrants are taking black jobs, that they just assumed they'd get rid of the immigrants and black people would take the immigrants' jobs? Sir, our ancestors did not march, die, and fight for civil rights so we could go back to the fields? What? But shout out to the Latino immigrant population that have mastered that labor with skill and stamina. This country doesn't even appreciate it enough. Oh, and by the way, when they do try to hire Americans, black or white, to do those jobs, most of them don't even last half a day. They just ghost them without even picking up their paychecks. True story. So y'all, tell me, do you really believe that they thought black people were planning to replace immigrants in that labor force if they got deported? Because I need to know who was smoking that logic. What do you think?
And that is exactly what is happening in United States of America, whereby white farmers are really crying out, really depressed, really trying to, they are kind of really trying to, to beg even black Americans so that they can stand with them as they protest and also try to bring in what we call the participations of them for them to be heard in the government so that they can also be compensated, and also the government should hear their cry out. So what do you think about this particular video, guys? Remember, guys, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes, guys, and credits belong to the original creators of these videos that you've just seen in this particular channel. So thank you so much for watching up to this point. I just want to say thank you, and if you haven't subscribed yet to this amazing channel, guys, kindly subscribe, like, also let me know what you think about this video. in the comment section below. I'll be ending here. I'll say to you, we have another video which is coming soon. Until next time, have a great morning, have a great afternoon, have a great evening. Peace, one love, guys. I'll see you in the next one.